hoping Tops takes off and squeezes.
All right, we're live.
And we are live. And we are live.
All right. Oh, March 30th of 2020. The only March 30th of 2020 you're ever going to have. It's also Money Monday. Money Monday. So let's go over some of the stocks that we're watching. A quick little watch list. PSTV. It's biotech. They got some news about cancer. I'm underwater a little bit on this one. I'm long from 230, but it seems to be holding this trend. So I'm hoping for a spike. I like how it spiked up and how it consolidated and hugged VWAP. So we'll see if it can squeeze at the open. It's on the top percent gainers list. Also, the other ones we're watching. I'm watching CLVS for a short. I hope it can squeeze. Let's see here. There's the daily chart on it. So it's kind of popping up. I'm hoping it's going to squeeze up into this area in like the 8s, 9s, 10s. If there's failed follow through momentum.
You missed your disclaimer.
Oh yeah. So neither I or Henry, we are not financial advisors, and we don't recommend anyone follow our trades, because if you would have followed my trade on PSTV, I'm thinking about getting out right now. You would have lost money, because I'm about to lose money on it.
This is for pure entertainment value only.
For entertainment purposes only. Okay, it's like going to the strip club, okay?
Dang it.
Oops.
BLPH. I saw it at $17. Just hit over $20. Ugh.
You didn't buy it?
No, because I'm in 3 trades right now. And
Oh, okay. I understand. You don't want to be oversaturated.
I'm
Anyways,
just hoping my INO follows it. So
anyways, back to let's see here. Back to the watch list. So CLVS. I'm watching that one for a short. Hope it keeps going. INO. I was long this one on Friday. I got long at into the close at 8:35. Henry is still long from 660.
677. I put my stuff in the chat.
Oh, okay. And I sold half of mine into this squeeze. Not half of it, about 1/3 of it, and the 890s, and then I added back on this dip. And then this morning had this pre-market dip, so I got out pretty quick at 870. My average at that time was 855, so I made like 15 cents on it, and then it squeezed without me. So right now I'm watching this one, INO, and we were trying to figure out if the news on BLPH, because this one's gapping up. This one was had a huge squeeze last week on some news. Look at but it sold off, found support, and then now it's gapping up. BLPH gapping up to 20. I think it's going to drop at the open, so I took a small short at $20.49. Wow, I didn't realize I got such good execution there. $20.49. I took a small short on it because I think it's going to dip at the open. If it doesn't, I'll just risk high a day, so I'll risk 30 cents. It'll be a scratch if I lose. Other than that, that's it. That's INO, BLPH, CLVS, PSTV. Henry's also long. What's that piece of shit? Henry, what is that? The one you're long?
I'm long Tops and SPCB.
SPCB.
I'm in that from Thursday at 46 cents, so I got a super awesome position. So I'm just debating if I want to sell right now or just see what it does at the open and just put a stop loss in.
Hold on, I got to take this phone call real quick. It's dealing with work.
All right.
Hello. Yeah.
So is anybody else in anything? If you want to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Or anybody watching anything that we might have missed on our radar,
They're doing some,
let us know.
doing some work. It should be there doing some work.
Watching the SPY right now,
The
and
alarm is going off.
SPY is up, pulled back, now it's kind of coming back here, but
All right, yeah, he just texted me. Alarm is shut. Is
an interesting day to see what it does with Trump. I think Trump announced yesterday
Say that again?
social distancing until basically a month, so the end of April. So
All right, thanks.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here we got 4.5 minutes till the open. I'm hoping top squeezes, but could be wrong. Got 1,000 shares of tops at 0.375. So.
All right, tops. TOPS. Sorry about that.
Nate Mashad was talking about that one last night.
Yeah. I actually bought this one too on Friday. When it crashed here, that first initial crash, I dip bought it at 25 cents. And then I just immediately sold into this rip right here. I think I got it at 28, 27 something. So I made a couple cents on it. I didn't think it was going to be a multi-day runner though, so I didn't hold it overnight. Or Friday there wasn't, other than tops, there didn't seem like there was a whole lot going on. I mean, INO, I was watching INO all day on Friday, and it was so annoying. It was so choppy. I mean, you had a real good entry, so I mean, wow, it just held. No, it held all day long, but it could never break out. It was choppy and all over the place, but it did hold.
Long tops at 25 cents. Nice job.
Who's long tops 25 cents? Oh, Henny, nice, sweet. So yeah, tops. I'm gonna stick that one up here real quick. Tops on one of my other charts. So Trump extended the
social distancing until I thought it was April 30th. I think another month.
So all the bars and everything have to stay closed?
As far as I understand.
That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. But you do, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I'm personally enjoying being home every day, all day, but it's not sustainable, I guess, unless you can just keep crushing in the market.
Yeah. Tops, I am hoping squeezes. I would love to get 72 cents. If I could double my money, that'd be amazing. But it's not looking good right this second.
And you're long from 37.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got it. It might go.
I think it's going to pull back here at the open and then take off. But we'll see. Yeah, just over a minute to go. Be careful with you have your stop to cover or whatever, don't you? I just think BLPH is going to take off.
Well, of course you think that, Henry.
Well, because they have, announced his first patient treated with the INO, which I'm hoping is my INO that I'm in, inhaled nitric oxide therapy, so like a ventilator thing.
Henry, their news makes absolutely no bearing in. I could care less what their news is. All I care about is price action, really. I mean, the news is great because it's a catalyst and it helps move the stock, but really all I care about the price action. As long as it stays below my risk, then it doesn't matter. And PSTV is dumping more, so I'm just going to cut this one and get out.
3 seconds. We're open.
All right, so PSTV. And there goes a little bit of a flush. Not really. My main watch right now, because I don't want to get squeezed out, is BLPH. So that's the one I'm main watching right now. The longer it holds up right here, the more nervous I'm going to get as far as being short. So we're getting a little bit of panic. I'm going to cover some into that. Am I going to get an execution? There we go. Got a little execution at $19.38. All right. INO taking a shit. That sucks. But BLPH taking a shit too. It could come back. And it's trying to come back. Alright, so I covered 3/4 of my BLPH. Meanwhile, this PSTV is just shit in the bed. Man. I should have cut that trade way sooner. So I'm actually kind of halfway thinking about dip buying. Dip buying INO. A little bit. We'll see how it holds up here.
Look at tops, baby. Squeeze!
Tops is going. Oh, nice. All the way to 50. Oh, I should have bought INO right there.
Come on, baby.
I'm going to buy INO.
Well, Friday they had like 350 million volume. Right now we're only at 47 million. So, hoping the volume just keeps coming in.
BOPH looks like it's getting ready to take off, so I am getting out. Take the rest of my profits.
Yeah,
it's coming back.
Up, so.
Yeah. I mean, it panicked a little bit, but it's holding up pretty well. I just went long on INO. INO.
I put my stop loss in at SPCB at 80 cents, but I think I might be able to move it up here. I think it's going to squeeze past $1 here in a couple minutes as well. SPY is going up, so it's good.
My PSTV, it looks like it's coming back a little bit. Okay, I should be out of INO. Put my stop loss in at 890 on INO. Okay, stop loss is in there. PSTV squeezing some. I am even on it. Now, maybe I'll sell some here. I'm just going to sell some. I don't really believe in it that it's going to keep going. Got a partial fill. Alright, I'm out. I got all of it out. And my stop loss on INO just got hit at 890. Jesus Christ, my computer's freaking out. Alright, I'm out of everything. I'm completely out of everything. And I have 0 positions now. At least I think so.
Damn, is INO gonna give it all up? I got my stop set in at 840. Not giving all my profits back.
I was hoping it would squeeze, man.
I thought it was gonna too, but
That sucks. Okay, dude. E-Trade Pro is so fucking shitty at the market open. Like after the action settles down a little bit, it's fine, but at the market open it's terrible. CLVS got stuffed and it's crashing.
see how INO it's kind of recovering. It hit that 860. Remember, like all after hours last Friday and that it was.
I still think it's a good dip buy somewhere in here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rebuy it right here. If I can. If I can get some. I mean, I'm showing that I have an order in, but of course I'm not getting execution. Okay, I got executed at 869 on INO. So I cut it at the low of this candle and then I'm trying to rebuy down here. So we'll see if this will work. Because I know that the 870s is the highs, and that's close to the red to green or the green to red. But I knew that the 860s, 870s was close to the highs from Friday. Glad I sold my PSTV. I'll get tops up on my screen, get rid of that one. TOPS. I hope TOPS keeps going.
Me too. Me too.
Alright, there we go with INO. We got a little. How much? Oh, I only got 432 shares. I didn't get a full execution on everything. That sucks. Oh, man. Try to buy 1,000 shares. Wouldn't let me. On INO. That's okay, though.
Oh, my SPCB's coming back.
SPBC. Oh, it's $1.09 now. And BLPH. More downside. Should have held that short longer.
SPY is going down a little bit.
Look in the chat. People are talking about AIM spiking.
AIM running again.
Ugh, man, CLVS. I missed that short. Missing all these shorts, man, because I don't want to be too early. Fuck. Shit. AIM. Let's see what AIM's doing. Yeah, I guess it's spiking. What about APT? What did APT give it up? It was gapping up in the pre-market.
It's holding around like $14.
Oh, it's holding up. APT could go. Wow. I like APT actually. I like APT as a long right now. I'm going to take some. Oop. Did I get executed yet? Got some. Got some APT at 398. There it goes. It's squeezing a little bit. INO squeezing a little bit. Sweet. Go, bitches.
Squeeze! Squeeze, bitch!
There goes INO. INO volume coming in a little bit. APT
right.
and INO moving a little bit.
INO to break through VWAP here and leg up.
How much did I buy of APT? I did not buy 1,000 shares. Better sell some of that. How many shares did I buy?
There we go. INO broke the VWAP. Oh, just hold. Squeeze for me.
Put my stop loss on APT at VWAP at 1374. Oops. I think it might get hit right now. Maybe not. Hopefully not. And look at INO. INO is going now. Come on. Keep going.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep going. Keep going.
I think I'm going to have to sell a little bit into this little push. Selling some here. It's really squeezing now. There we go. Got execute.
Because I only have 100 shares left because I did sell some Friday in that $8 pop. It's like, well, I could just take profits here and be done with it. But I'm like, God, it could. I mean, is it going to go to 10? Maybe 11?
I don't know. It's at that pre-market resistance.
I know. So
It's making me want to short it. I sold some at 925.
I put my stop in at 840. Like if it hits it, it hits it. If it keeps going, we'll just see how it goes today. But if it hits it, it hits it.
All right, my APT just took me out. So I'm out of APT now. And I just got executed on INO short at $9.20.
Actually, I'm gonna do 850.
You can just do the low of on INO. You can just do the low of today's low. Yeah.
Yep. 860. It was 861 or 2, so I'll do 860.
And then I'm just going to risk on my short. I'm going to risk 930, which would be the high. I'm actually, even though I am short right now, I'm actually rooting for it to go higher because I'm still long, boxed in. But I hope it goes higher. Because if it goes higher, it's going to be a better short later. And we'll make more money on the long side.
Skip it deal.
All right. Well, I got my stop loss in on INO for my short. Put it just above the high day. I put it at 936. So we'll see if it can break high day. Meanwhile, APT is not holding VWAP. I'm glad I sold that because that one is not holding VWAP and not showing any kind of strength.
SPY is going down, down, baby, down.
That AIM had a pullback and now it's coming back. Had a pullback off, bounced off 250. Now it's at 270.
I had the sucker like 2 weeks ago.
Man, APT looks like it's about to break low a day. OMI hitting the high day scanner quite a bit. Look at it. OMI.
I mean, a nice dip buy right at the open down to 606. Dang.
Ooh, wow, yeah.
Got a quick $2 in like 4 minutes. Yeah, that would have been a nice dip buy there.
APT. Is it going to hold up or is it just going to fall apart on me? Not on me. I'm not in it anymore, but just wondering if it's going to put a double bottom in here and come back. I've just been thinking for the longest time, I'm like, how can APT not, like, how can people not buy, how can the stock not be going up considering they make those masks? The N95 masks that everybody needs. I'm like, that's why you can't, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the price action.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with the news. You can read the news, and the news can say, oh, this is the greatest news ever. We have the best earnings ever. But if the price action, if the public doesn't care and the price, the price action doesn't match, then it's a fucking ignore. That's why you my advice is don't trade the news. Price action is king. You want news. We definitely want news because news is a catalyst. It drives the stock. We want, what is it? You want the chart to be right. You want volume and catalyst. CVC. Chart, volume, catalyst. And this short's working out pretty nice. Unfortunately, on INO. It's giving it up like a little bitch. Maybe I'll cover some into this. Did I? Oh, yeah. Chart, volume, catalyst.
Chart, volume, catalyst.
All right, I got long again on APT. And I'm covering some of this. I covered some INO. Because it could come back. And I got long on this APT. I'm going to risk low a day.
Oh shit, my space SPCB just got halted.
Oh, yes!
Hit $1.26. Boom! Yeah!
Hope we got to get that one on the screen. It just got halted, so that means I might
I
have
had that for Thursday at 46 cents. I said to myself today, I'm like, if it doesn't do anything today or tomorrow, I'm going to get rid of it, but... Booyah! Chicky chicky! I don't know what that means, but...
Means you're happy. All right, let's get the halt up. SPBC, right?
CB.
SPCB. I actually got long this. Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Yeah, you're in at, what, 110, 111?
Yeah, 111. SPBC. I ended up, SPCB. SPCB. Yeah, I got long this morning at 111, and then it pulled back to 1, and then when it popped up here to 111, I just got out even. I didn't like the fact that so I just got out for even, decided to watch it. So I think I want to buy it. It's got a float. Oh gosh. SPBC, it's got a float of 11 million. So it's got a pretty low float. It's got some squeeze potential. Yeah, I'm going to buy some off this halt. Nice, Henry. Okay, I got an order in at 135. So I got the order in higher than the halt price because usually they gap up.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, APT is working out. It's holding support. See if it can squeeze up over 14, get past high day, be 1450. INO chopping around like it does, like it likes to do.
Yeah, like you said, it's not really an intraday trading. I mean, it's after hours or pre-market.
PSTB's coming back. PSTV's coming back. It's squeezing up now. I think, did that just get halted? No, it didn't get halted. All right. PSTV squeezing up towards the pre-market highs.
Let's look the daily on SPCB.
Yeah, a lot of volume coming in on PSTV.
So SPCB hit $1.50 on the 12th.
Oh, wow. Jeez. It's got a history of one day failed spikes. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why my stop loss in at 80 cents, but
Oh,
we'll see
man.
what the halt does. I might move it up quick to like, I don't know, $1.15, $1.20.
I'm canceling my order.
It should be opening any second now here.
I already canceled my order. I'm not buying SPCB. That long-term chart scares me. I'm afraid it's just going to get smacked down immediately. I'll watch it instead. There it goes up higher. So I would have got executed.
I might stop at 120. Triple my money, I'll take it.
I just took a short on it at 130. What did I get executed at? 134 on SPCB. Long 282. Okay, I just added a little bit at 143.
I moved my stop to 125. Right below that first breakout before it got halted.
And INO looks like it's about to die.
Or maybe gonna try to put in a double bottom there. We'll see here. Like I said, I get my risk or stop loss set there at 860, so looks pretty toppy for SPCB up here, so
Yeah, I'm trying to grab some more shares right now. There you go. I got some more. APT still holding up. I got my risk at 1324 on that one. And INO
not looking good.
It might put in a higher low right here.
There you go. Your SPCB's falling down.
And APT looks like it's about to take me out. All right, I'm out of APT. Hit my stop loss at 1324. I should have had it down at 13. I should have had like 299. I don't know. It looks like SPCB has some more juice in it. It has some more squeeze potential in it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to keep going down there, but it's getting bought up.
I mean, it does look a little toppy, but it looks like it's struggling up here. but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
it's fighting for every penny for sure.
I'm definitely not gonna add, even though I want to add. I'm not going to. INO holding 875. What's INO gonna do? I think it might come back, actually. Covered the rest of my INO short down here. I'm going to hold my long for a little bit. I think INO still's got some... I think it'd be able to come back. The trend is still intact. If you look at INO.
Yeah.
SPCB. Looks like it's getting ready to break high day. I think it's going to squeeze higher.
I'm hoping.
Every time I say that, it gets stuffed. But I mean, you might be wondering, I mean, it is over the pre-market highs. It is, you know what I mean? It squeezed a lot. You might be wondering, well, why am I shorting it up here? It's actually the first green day, which a lot of times shorting the first green day is a bad idea. But if I look at the daily on it, the last time it spiked, it just sold off. So there's going to be a lot of people that were long this stock fairly recently that are probably selling into this spike right now.
Yeah, it's got huge resistance right here, but
volume can trump that though.
Yeah, if it breaks 150, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, you get enough people interested, and the demand overruns the supply. I mean, it doesn't
Plus
matter.
It's a fairly low float, only 11 million. I mean, that's.
Yep. Oh, I wish I would have held my long with it, man. Oh, that sucks. I would have had a nice profit. I was watching too much stuff, didn't know what to pick. APT holding up. OMI hitting the high day scanner again.
Yeah, it's about to hit $9.
And what? Something got executed.
I'm jealous of all the people that bought that dip at 606 and in the $6 range.
PSTV. What? There's no way I should be. I didn't take a position on PSTV. Yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I think I think it's going to go higher, man.
I'm hoping.
I'm going to put a stop loss in at 151. Because it's holding up. The longer SPCB holds up, the better for longs. And I can just reshort it at a higher level.
Yeah, I think it's about to squeeze.
It is. I got my stop loss in.
Go, bitch.
All right, it just took me out. So I just cut it at 151. God, I hope it doesn't get rejected right here. Come on, squeeze.
Squeeze.
That sucks. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Wishing I had more
Keep
shares of it
going.
now.
Keep going.
Squeeze. Get another halt for me.
Come on. Don't give up right there.
I'm raising my stop loss to 135.
All right, it took a short on it at 155.
Wish I had bought more than 500 shares.
I just got some more filled at 161. Man, I knew I kept my stop loss too tight on APT. It's at almost at 14 now.
God, you would think the SPCB would have. There, I think it's going to give it up now. I don't know though. The bid's stacking up at 150s, 151, 152, 153. It's buying and selling right now. Just
Man, INO is looking real heavy down here.
yeah.
That sucks. So hoping to push higher. It might still go though. I mean, the trend is still intact from. If we can just get this support to hold like the 870s, maybe it can go then. And
I'm just waiting for the bottom to fall out on SPCB.
I think it might have another pop through high day.
I'm starting to see sells into the 190s. Showing up on my level 2.
If it pops through 150, I'm going to start covering at 145.
Holy cow, a lot of orders in at 150 to buy.
I think it's going through. It's going to go through high day again.
Yeah, it's looking that way for sure. I'd love it to make another push so I can move my stop loss up to like 150.
All right,
I did it. New high day.
I got another piece short at 164. So now my new average is 159.
Come on, bitch, go to $5. A man can dream.
And well, I mean, really, honestly, it could go. There's nothing says it can go to $5. It could go to 3 today. I just think it's going to have a pullback here pretty soon.
That'd be amazing.
And when it pulls back, I'm going to cover somewhere closer to VWAP. And that's where I'll take my profits.
Oh, new high day. Come on, baby. Squeeze. Squeeze for me. Squeeze for me, please.
PSTV squeezing. BLPH halted after offering. Oh no, BLPH is going down. Oh wow. Yeah, it is going down. That sucks. Oh, they did an offering, so it's taking a shit.
Of course they did.
Come on, 174.
Boom.
I think it just got halted right there.
No, not yet.
Yeah, it did. SPCB. Yeah, I got halted.
It's not showing on my thinker. So, yep, there now it showed. Yeah. Woo.
So you're up on it, huh, Henry?
Dude, I'm in at 46 cents.
Dude, I haven't heard you this excited in like a month.
I haven't been on a super good trade like this in a while.
That's fantastic. And you're still an INO also.
Yeah, that's still fighting.
This is it's still holding up.
I'm definitely moving my stop loss up now to 150. Over tripled my money. Boom.
So what made you buy this on when did you buy it?
Let me look at my exact. Let me go back here 5 days and see. I thought about it Thursday. Show my trades. Piece of shit.
Like what was your thesis? Why did you buy it?
I bought it on March 25th at actually 7:55 a.m.
No, not what time you bought it, but like why? What was your purpose? Was it just like were you just like throwing darts and hoping to hit something, or did you like read some news or something, or what was going on?
Like I told you, so like on my phone, I got alerts of cheap, shitty stocks that once they hit a certain thing, I get an alert. This hit this amount. So when I get my alerts, then I look at the daily. Is it going up? Has it been going up every day a couple cents and holding its gains? So then if it's been going up for a couple days and holding its gains, then I'm like, all right, I'm going to dabble and see what it does the next day or two. If it continues trend. If not, then I get rid of it. Like if it wouldn't have did anything today, I probably would have sold it.
All right, so I got the daily chart up right now.
I moved on to the next one.
Oh yeah, and it was kind of basing and kind of trending up. And you had a price alert set at what price? 40.
I think I probably had it set at like 40 cents or something. I don't remember. I mean, like I said, I literally have probably 500 stocks that have just alerts set, you know? Maybe not 500, but a good 100 or so. Through the Weibo app, you know, I just...
Is that where your chat is at too for Weeble?
Yeah.
Is that where you watch your chat? Because a lot of times you come in and you're like, oh yeah, some people in Weeble think that this is going to go to, whatever price.
Correct, yes.
And sometimes they're close.
Sometimes they're right, and that's why I put alerts. I'm like, well, if it hits this amount, it's up 5%, 6% at that point or whatever. It's on a trend up. Like I said, you know me, I like to dabble. So then I'll buy them cheap, shitty stocks and hold them for a few days just to see if something happens. If not, most of the time I get out break even, you know.
So BLPH, while we're waiting for SPC to reopen from the halt, BLPH, so I guess they did an offering. So basically, especially with these biotechs, these companies are just trying to put together just one drug that they can get approved by the FDA, and then they'll make a shit ton of money. But until that, they are just they have to do whatever they can to get their stock price up. Once they do this, get their stock price up, they do the financing. They do the financing. So then once they do the financing, they get money. They can stay in business, and because most of them don't even have their drugs approved yet. So once they do the financing, get the offering done, boom, the stock price a lot of times drops like a rock. And you're seeing that right now with BLPH right here.
Dang.
SPCB. POAI hitting the high day scanner.
Yeah, I looked at that. That was remember we were in that halt a few weeks ago with it?
Did it fail? I kind of think INO is going to come back, man. It's holding support nicely. And that's, if you're going to buy, it's good to buy off a key support. See, it's putting in the higher lows. I'm going to buy some more.
Yeah,
I covered my short for a reason, right? And of course, as soon as I go to buy,
does that pop?
All right, I got some at 888, and then my risk is 859.
All right, SPCB is open.
On INO.
180. 182. Squeeze! 85. Come on, let's hit 2. Ah, rejected. Of course. Starting to see sells at 217, 218 though, so.
All right, so now.
Big pullback there.
Let me get my.
All right, I'm doing 145. I'm not going to do 150 because it's a half dollar mark. It could come down and bounce right off that, so. I'm thinking this might hit $2, so.
God, I hope it goes to 2.
You and me both. It's not looking good though. Majority of the time after the second halt, they give it up and start, and then they get halted on the way down. Unless it's IMAC, where it halted like 20 times the other day.
It's annoying when they do that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go to 2, man.
It's not annoying if you're in the trade and it keeps getting halted on the way up. I don't mind waiting. If I'm in the trade and I'm halted on the way up, making more money.
There you go, Henry. It's going to 2. AIM is almost at 3 now. We need to be paying attention to AIM, too. AIM's squeezing, bro.
I'm pissed at AIM. I had that last week and I sold it. It was one of them I held for like 2 or 3 days and didn't do nothing. It just, it got halted again. Yeah!
So, AIM, so INO's coming back, holding support.
Yep, about to test VWAP.
I think I'm going to move my risk up to 869. Yeah, I am going to move my risk up to 869. Just under this, right here. So if it can't hold, if it can't continue putting in the higher lows and grinding up, then I'll get out. And we got, so I need CB. What did I say? 869? Yeah. And then while we're waiting for SPCB to open up, AIM. Man. Look at that. Perfect. So it squeezes up. You don't have to be there for the first initial spike. Okay? You can miss the first initial spike once it spikes up and it pulls back. Look how it hugs VWAP. You can buy on one of these dips and then risk the low. This candle. You can buy right here in like the 250s and 260s. And then you can sell like half towards the squeeze up to 3. Sell half and then maybe... Sometimes I even add back on a dip. I'll sell half and it pulls back to VWAP. So I'll add back again and then maybe it squeezes higher. It gets over 3 and goes maybe to 350 or 4. Ooh, and look at that. INO. Look at that, Henry.
I'm watching it.
INO. All right. See if it can get past high a day. If it gets rejected at high a day, I'll probably just take my profits off. Or maybe I should practice some patience with it. I don't know though, man. I'll just move my stop loss up. Come on, INO. So now I'm just going to move my stop loss up just under VWAP. So I'll move it up to 895. So no matter what, I'll be making money on the trade.
Yeah, so I had AIM at $2. I bought on
When?
March 18th.
Oh man.
And it wasn't doing anything, so I sold it on the 23rd for $2.13. So I made 13 cents on it. Which then it did go down after that, back down to like 175.
But you never know if it's going to come back until it gets volume.
Exactly. So that's why I said, like, so when I do these dabbling, I only hold them for a couple of days. If they don't do anything, I move on. I don't fall in love with them. I don't marry them. We just make out.
APT rejected by 14 and going down. That sucks.
So the third halt, is it going to get slapped down on SPCB?
I don't know. It might get rejected by 2. At minimum, it's going to have a pullback here soon. It should have a pullback here pretty soon, and then maybe consolidate and go higher.
I moved my stop back up to 150, so as long as it don't pull back to that.
SPCB.
Is this going to be a 5-minute halt or? Oh, I had too much coffee this morning. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
He's got too much coffee, and then he's got a really good trade going. He's all fucking jittered up. He might as well just snort a line of coke. Oh, it's open. Hey, Henry, it's open now, dude. It's open. It's looking heavy up here. Oh, man, I almost took the short there. I almost added right up there. I had an order to add at 195, but it didn't get hit. So we're at 173 now. I think it just might have got halted on the way down. Maybe. No, it didn't. Did it? Yeah, got halted on the way down.
All right, I'm back. Okay, halted.
It got halted on the way down, Henry.
Oh, it opened up already. Damn. That was only like a 3-minute halt.
It halted, and then it got... And then ordered unhalted, and then it got halted on the way down.
All right, well... 150... Actually, I'm going to do 146. In case it bounces off the 150 half dollar mark. And I'll still be up $1 a share, so... I'll be okay with that. So I put my stop at 146. And at 46 cents.
Man, after that first halt, I'm surprised you didn't add to your position there. I mean, it's not like you can lose on the trade. You know what I mean? Because you had such a good your first buy was at such a good entry. You had such a good entry. If you I mean,
I'm
actually,
happy with 500 shares.
I mean, even this morning when it gapped up, it gaps up and it's consolidating all morning. You can add somewhere in here at like $1. Because there's no way you're going to lose on the trade.
Yeah.
Sometimes, see, it's kind of tough. Like it's like a weird psychological thing that, you know, you're supposed to add to the winners and then cut the losers. But sometimes you end up adding to the losers and you hold on to those longer and then you cut the winners too fast because you just want to take your profits when you should have been adding. Last week on I think it was GPMT, when I was buying that one, I wanted to go and take off 1/5 of my position, and I ended up adding to my position into the squeeze, and it ended up working out for me. So as it was squeezing up, I went to take a little bit of profits off of it, and then I was like, oh shit, I just bought, and then it just kept going, and I was like, well, never mind. I guess that worked out good.
Yeah.
I made a fat finger mistake, and it actually paid off. Yeah,
My
but
Cox is holding up too, so that's good.
so like with INO, I actually kind of tried doing that. Damn, AIM's up at 326 now.
Buy it.
I'm not buying it up here. Look at that. Look at that. We were just talking about AIM. You don't got to be there for the initial spike. Look at that.
You said that. I can't believe you didn't buy that pullback.
So if you would have, well, if I would have bought down here in like the 260s, a lot of times, like say I would have bought in the 250s, 260s, I would have sold half here near like in the 290s, and then on the yank, on the pullback, I might have added some here in like, if somewhere close to VWAP.
I'd buy buying right now. If I wasn't in 3 trades right now, I'd be
selling all of it right now. If I was in AIM from the 260s, I'd be selling 100% of it.
POAI hit over $2. Oh, space. I'm just gonna call it space because SPCB. It's gonna pull back all the way to 150. Just give it up now the rest of the day. Hope not. Do you still have a short on SPCB?
Yeah, I got an average of 167 now. So when it opens, SPCB. Usually if they get halted on the way down, they continue going down. They open up lower and they drop lower. If they get halted on the way up, a lot of times they'll continue going up.
I did move it to 146 because it was getting bought up like crazy at 150. So I'm like, hopefully it does pull back. It bounces off of 150 and makes another run. But majority of the time, it's just going to roll over now.
I think it's open now.
It's open. Only pulled back to 160.
So yeah, it's holding up actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking to take some profits down on the 150s. But it's holding up nicely.
No. Come on, baby. Hold above 145 is all I care about.
There's the 150s. 159. Oh, I missed the cover at 159. I tried to cover some at 159. Might still get it. Come on.
Sweet, it's holding up.
It is holding up. I might cover a little lower. Meanwhile, AIM is pulling back a little bit. Kind of looking heavy right here in the 160s.
Yeah.
I gotta order to cover at 152. 2,500 shares. Let's go.
It's pulling back.
And
I think it's gonna give it up.
I don't know.
It's looking like it wants to give it up.
Damn, I I was 152 was too low. I should have took it off at the 155 mark. Because the longer it holds the 150s and 160s, the more chance that it's going to come back and squeeze, just like AIM did. Maybe I'll take a little off at 160. There's 160. All right, I took a little off at 160 just to reduce my risk. Can always short more later into a bounce. I'll try to cover some more at 151 if it can get down that far. And AIM holding up. Okay, covered a little bit more at 159.
It's struggling though. It's losing a penny every time. So we get them top and tails, which I don't like.
It might. Ideally for me, I would like it to pull back to VWAP in like around 140. Then I could cover it, and then it's going to bounce. And when it bounces up to the 160s, 170s, 180s, I'll short it again, and then fade it the rest of the day.
Oh, there's she going to go.
I got an order at 151.
Come on, is my 146 going to hold?
You should move your stop below VWAP, Henry. You don't want to be above it, do you?
All right, talk me into it. 130.
I mean, you got a great entry, so you can afford to have the wiggle room.
I moved it down to 130.
All right, I covered some more at 151. Damn, that sucks. I never got my ad at 195. Fuck. I was trying to add 3,000 shares at 195, and it didn't get it. That's okay, though. It might hold the 150s right here. It looks like it wants to hold the 150s. Don't you think?
It's fighting.
There's 151.
It is definitely fighting.
All right, I covered some more at 148. I'm going to cover some more into this panic.
Would have just took me out there if I wouldn't have moved my stop loss.
Covered some more at 145. So I'll hold the rest of these shares. Hopefully we get a bounce and I can short some more into it. See, in my opinion, Henry, I think this is a great spot for you to add. Add at VWAP and then sell into a bounce. Right here at VWAP. You know what I mean? Right here in the 140s. Did it just get halted again? That sucks.
Yep.
Meanwhile, AIM is giving it up. Like the little bitch that it is. I mean, this company's garbage. But we don't care about the about the fundamentals. We only care about the price action. I'm going to cover some more of that. Maybe we'll get a bounce to the 320s. Well, so with SPCB, God, I hope we get a bounce on SPCB. We should. We will get a bounce. What am I saying? 1. And the float on SPCB was what? 11 million, right? Yeah.
God, I'm thinking about buying POAI. Nope, I'm gonna stay away. Just pulled back. Actually, might be a time to buy 193.
POAI. Let's look at it. POAI. And I could see why you'd want to buy it. Yeah, it's a nice little yank. Let's look at the daily. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. History of one day of failed spikes.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's holding me back.
That is scary.
A lot of them.
I mean, all right, so we know that most likely at the end, by looking at the daily, we know that POAI is going to end up in the toilet by the end of the day. But that doesn't mean that between now and the end of the day that this thing can't go to $3-4.
Exactly.
$3.50. It could squeeze. You just got to you just got to know what you're trading. You know that this is shit. You know it's a garbage company, and you know that it's got a history of one day failed spikes. So you keep your stop loss tight and you stay disciplined with it. You know what I mean? Because it still can squeeze up. POA's got a float of 3.86 million, so this has got a lot of squeeze potential. Did it get halted on the way down just now? POAI? Or is just not?
No, it's just not moving fast. At least I'm not showing a halt yet.
So I'm going to put this one up on a separate chart. Look at that. INO holding up, man. POAI.
Alright, I got FOMO. I'm in at 197.
What are you going to risk?
190.
190. I like it. VWAP. I like it, Henry. I mean, he's risking almost 10 cents. There's 193. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I'm out. That was a quick 10 seconds.
Really,
right back right now.
I like to focus on multi-day runners. You know, stocks that have legs. You know, like if you look at INO is a multi-day runner. Me and Henry we traded the shit out of this. On the front side of the move, I was buying in the 7s, selling all the way up into the 13s, and then I caught the short on the back side of the move, and then I caught the bounce right here. And then now it's breaking out. This is why I was long over the weekend, because now it consolidated and it was breaking out, and we know it's got a history that it can run. We know it's a former runner, so stocks that ran in the past can run again. So that's why I was thinking that we were going to get a second green day, and it was breaking out over this consolidation. So that was my thesis on INO, and I think that was except Henry was buying down here during the consolidation.
All right, so SPCB's open.
Oh, we're getting a bounce on it now.
Looking like a little bounce. Short-lived, maybe.
SPCB. All right, so I got shorts for SPCB. I got shorts in at 165, 174, and 195. I don't think it'll get to 195, but you never know. And I'm going to start adding, I think, right here in the 150s. Looks like it's going to go to 160.
Meanwhile, I'm up over 12 cents on my tops pick.
All right, got a partial fill. There we go.
Not too many days I'm in 3 trades and they're all working out, so.
Got some more.
Money Monday.
Money Monday. I love Mondays. I got an ad at 155. And I hope, please, it bounces a little bit more. See, Henry, look. Imagine if you would have added right there on that dip, right near VWAP. Boom.
I'm content with what I'm at.
You can't stop in mid-flow. Well, I don't get it, Jamie. What do you mean by that? You can't stop in mid-flow. What does that mean? POAI coming back to 194. Oh, man. Come on. We want it to bounce a little bit more. I was hoping it'd get us up to the 170s.
I'm okay if it consolidates a few minutes in this little pocket, basically, of what, about 140 to...
True. Yeah. Yeah, it could consolidate over VWAP and then squeeze up higher.
Yeah. Meanwhile, since I got my stop set, I'm going to go over and check out my tops. And I'm liking the trend it's on. Come on, baby, squeeze.
Let's look at tops. TOPS. Big runner from Friday. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Holding that trend. Holding that trend, putting in the higher lows. Churning and grinding, perking. Yeah, this has potential to break out over 50 cents and go higher. I hope it does. Be fantastic if it does. SPCB is trying to bounce. Trying to bounce. Matt Alvarado, are you quarantined down there in Portales? Portales is my hometown. That's where I was born and raised. Portales, New Mexico.
On the playground, Grandma said, most of my days.
See if I don't know if he's still there or not. If he's still watching.
Come on, SPCB. Climb. Climb for daddy.
What's it going to do, Henry? I think it'd get a pop up to the 160s for
I
sure.
want to test high a day again.
There's 160. I got to order it at 165. And is it going to get there? I think it will. $162. 163. Come on, 2 more cents. Is it going to get 165?
I'm hoping.
Fuck it. I pulled the trigger. I added at 161.
Just short?
Yeah. I had an order at 165, but it wasn't hitting it, so I had to put some more in. Change this one to 170. POAI holding VWAP, man. It like dipped just below VWAP and then it took off. If you can, it's good to give these NASDAQ some room to wiggle. Because sometimes, like, look at SPCB. Bounced off VWAP perfectly. Perfect. But then if you look at, like, AIM, who is running today. Look at AIM. So it dips just below it, but it still holds it. And look at it now. Dips just below it, but still holds it. In fact, I'm going to cover the rest of my AIM from the 330s. There we go. Because I think it's going to bounce. I got an order to short again on AIM at 325. Hopefully it gets there. 324 actually. And SPCB. So if it comes down here and SPCB holds.
This thing ain't gonna, I don't think, consolidate above VWAP all day. I think it's a flip of a coin. It's either gonna squeeze or give it up. I don't see it consolidating all day.
So I added up here in the 150s. So if SPCB pulls back to the 140s, I'm gonna take some more profits and cover some more. Because you never know, this thing could chop around over VWAP and hold it and then grind back and then squeeze past 2 later today. We don't know. Yeah, dude. Hey, that's a positive, that we're quarantined. We're just sitting at home on our asses. Actually, I'm loving being quarantined, man. Spending lots of time with my wife and kids. One thing that I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start practicing my guitar. You can learn a new skill, something you've always wanted to learn. Like if you wanted to learn how to paint or YouTube, you can learn anything these days. Shit. Yeah, so today, I got a big day planned today. Today, it's going to be what, 60, it's going to be like 60-something degrees and sunny and no wind today. So, I'm having a bonfire in my backyard with my wife and kids, and we're going to grill. We're going to go for a long walk. We got a big day planned.
So many activities.
I know, huh? Because we can't go anywhere. Yeah, dude, this is such a great time to learn the market, Matt. And there's so much good content. Hey Matt, if I don't know if you've heard me say this in the past live streams that I've had, but you need to get on YouTube. You need to follow a guy named Nate Mashad. Actually, it'd be under Investors Underground. Watch his Sunday scan every single Sunday. His Sunday scan every single Sunday. Watch his Sunday scan. Because not only does he go over his watch list, but he also talks a lot about the psychology of trading, about different levels of support and resistance. That guy's full of great information. Also, if you go on YouTube, go to Stocks to Trade. Tim Bowen on there. He's got tons of short videos on all different types of stuff. Lots of them. Oh, you're welcome, Brian, for live stream. Thanks for tuning in, bro. So, me and Henry were doing this shit for like a year together. We were like, fuck, let's get on YouTube. Might as well. Sometimes you see me lose my ass on here, but you don't have a mic. Oh, Henry bought a mic for like $30. Jamie Allen, he cooked a bunch of ribs and briskets for first responders yesterday. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, nice. Good job.
Dude, all those fucking first responders, they all deserve a. They fucking got my respect. All the nurses and even the grocery store workers, the police officers, all of them, man. Yeah, I heard something like in Tim Bowen. I'll write his name in here. Stocks to Trade, Tim Bowen. Stocks to Trade, Tim Bowen. Oh, you got a bunch of... You got my phone number, Matt. You can call me, bro. You can call me on the phone. And we can discuss whatever you want. Yeah, Tim Bowen, Stocks to Trade. I spelled stocks wrong, though. Anyways. So, yeah. Look at that. See, look at that. SPCB holding the one. It's holding, it's grinding, it's putting in these higher lows. I'm about to cover. If it
Yeah,
gets...
the candles are getting smaller, so it's going to do something.
Well, I thought it was going to pop up and squeeze higher, but it didn't. I'm hoping for a little dump back to the 140 so I can cover some, and then hopefully it squeezes higher a little bit later. The higher the better. Right, Henry?
Hell yeah. Snicker.
PXS hitting high a day scanner. PXS. It looks like second green day on the daily chart. It's got a horrific long-term chart. Got a float of 4 million. Yeah, I'm on Profitly, Brian Dem. I'm on Profitly. You can look at my if you go on Profitly, if you got an account there, you can go on there and look at my trades and everything and my profit chart and all that stuff. I just updated it last week. Also for the long-term investing guys, I just finished this book the other day. It's so fucking good. And it makes things so easy. It's more for long-term investing. I sent it to you, Matt Alvarado. How to Make Money in Stocks by William J. O'Neill. That's a great book, dude. It's a really good book for more of like where you're planning on holding stocks for like, say, you know, anywhere from 3 months to a couple of years. But also, he has, in the book, he has a lot of rules that apply to this type of trading. Because me and Henry, we're trading the sewer of the market. We're trading all the garbage. I mean, these stocks aren't, like Henry was saying, we're not getting married to them. I mean, some of them we might hold a couple of days, but most of them are going to end up back where they came from. That's why you can't get too hung up on the news. If you get hung up on the news too much and you buy it because the news sounds really great, and then you just hold it thinking it's going to come back, it may never come back. Come on, what are you going to do? You going to hold the 150s or are you going to break down to the 140s? Are you on Profitly, Brian Dem? Probably is if he knew I was on there. Tim Bone. AIM holding VWAP. So AIM holding VWAP. Look at that. Nice hold on VWAP. Look at that. Real nice. I don't even know if I want to short this if it comes up to 325. You could squeeze higher than that. Let's look at the daily. Look at the daily. First green day. Man, it'd be great if this thing could go to $4 or $5. I think I'm gonna keep an eye on AIM, but I'm not gonna short it in the 320s because it's looking. This is a pretty healthy looking chart here. This is actually right here on AIM. This would be a good spot to buy on AIM in the 290s. Look at it. Spike up, pulls back, holds VWAP, squeezes. So yeah, if I would have been long up here in the 260s, I would have been selling right here in the probably the 320s. Now if it could hug VWAP the rest of the day and then squeeze past and go even higher, go to 4. And I'm gonna cover some into this little wash and then the low 140s because I think that the 140s are gonna hold on SPCB. Cover. All right, took off some at 143 on SPCB. So hopefully
Right off of VWAP.
SPCB. So I was, oops, come on, SPCB. So I'm thinking that SPCB holds VWAP. I should just box myself in and buy it right here, huh? buy it and then hold for a squeeze up towards the high of day. I mean, if I bought it right here, I could just risk VWAP at 140. I'm going to buy it. Yeah, buy it. All right, bought SPCB at 147. I'm going to risk 140. I'm also still short, though. So I'm boxed in. I'm long and short on SPCB.
Boom, tops just hit over 50 cents.
Oh, shit. Tops over 50. Nice, Henry. Congratulations, dude. Henry's in. Henry, you had nice patience to hold through all this choppy shit. You going to sell up here?
What do you think?
I mean, I would take off half near high day.
37.5. So, what do you think I'm gonna do?
Move your stop loss up.
Good job.
Isn't it 37.5? What are you gonna move your stop loss up to?
We're it consolidated about 45 cents, so 45 cents even.
Okay, right on. And it looks like SPCB is just gonna die. All right, I gotta sell my long. God damn it. That sucks. I was hoping it would. All right, so I sold SPCB. Had to take a small loss on that one. But I still got my short, so I'm making money there. But still, that sucks losing a little bit on it. I was hoping it would hold the VWAP, SPCB, and give us a nice bounce to short into.
It still might.
True. You're right. It still might. I probably cut the trade too early. Yeah, I could buy it right here. I don't know, though. I'll just stick with my short. I don't want to overcomplicate myself, get all confused and stupid. I sent you a DM on Twitter. Oh, you know what, man? My Twitter, Jamie, my Twitter, I'd never look at it. I'm bad about Twitter. And I know it's such a great place for traders to follow good traders and to, and to search tickers on Twitter. It's such a good place. I have all my notifications turned off for everything. Oh, INO dying. That sucks. All right, fuck it. I went long again on SPCB. I got shook out. I'm gonna hop back in long at 130. Well, I'm gonna put my risk in at 135, 134. Quote. Sell 134, and it looks like it's gonna hit it right now. Come on.
Yeah, I got my stop at 129, so
Let's see here.
hopefully it doesn't hit that.
My Twitter. What are my Twitter? I don't even know where the hell it's at. Yeah, I'm bad about checking. I never look at Facebook, and I never look at. I look at Twitter more than I look at Facebook. I'm really bad about message. There it is. Oh, hey, man.
He's bad about social media, but he's good at social distancing.
Sure.
Oh. Come on, INO, bounce.
Okay, I just replied, Jamie. Yeah, INO taking a dump, man. That sucks.
Back to the 860 support, so we'll see what it does here, if it completely gives it up or if it bounces again.
So I rebought SPCB right here at 142, and I'm risking 134. Probably shouldn't even give it that much.
Yeah, and because 9 times out of 10, with the way the trend is, it should just keep going down. But there's that one time, where it's like fake out and then squeeze. We'll find out here in a few minutes what it's gonna do.
On INO?
SPCB.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, INO I think's done. It just broke the 860 mark. So.
Yeah, INO does look pretty, looks pretty broken right now. So INO.
But like I said, I still have my stop at 845, and we'll see what happens.
So let me pull up a 5-minute chart for the last few days. Yeah, it's ran up the last few days. Here's the trend. Looks like it's breaking that trend.
Yeah.
In fact, might want to short it here.
Oh, look at the pop there for SPCB. I think if this is like skipping a rock on a lake, come down on VWAP, couple minutes it held on VWAP, it skipped, now it's going to bounce right off it, I'm hoping.
So I took a little starter short on INO right here into this little pop. I mean, everything's looking pretty bearish. It's putting in lower highs and lower lows. So it had this little pop here. I put a starter short. I'll probably add to my short right in here in like the 880s. And maybe even somewhere close to 9, add in. And then risk the high of day, be the 930s. I'm hoping SPCB bounce. It just doesn't look like it can bounce, does it?
Sorry, I had my stop loss set. I was watching tops. Just hit high of day 57.8. Pulling back a little bit, but I'm getting greedy with tops. I have actually a sell at 72 cents. Double my money. But I just took it off and put a stop back in because I don't know. I don't know what's it gonna do.
Or you're talking about tops, huh?
Yeah.
Let's look at it real quick.
Hit new high day and then it's pulling back now. So I don't know. But the longer it holds above 50 cents, the better. So.
Oh wow, yeah. So yeah, with tops, we're looking at it right now. All right, so it broke high a day. Look at that. So it broke high a day, it pulled back, and look how it tested and confirmed the breakout right there. See how it pulled back and it confirmed the breakout?
Yeah.
Over 50, and it's a whole dollar. That's a great place to buy, actually, at 50 right there when it pulls back and confirms the breakout. And then look at it now. Boom. Right up to 58, 60. Make 10 cents on a 50-cent stock right there. That's over 10% in like 3 minutes. By 2,000-3,000 shares, say you were to buy 3,000 shares and you bought it 51 and sold it 60. That's 9 cents. So you make quick $270 right there. In and out quick when it pulls back and confirms that breakout. And then you just risk 250 or you risk 50 cents. Maybe like 4 cents, 3 cents.
Yeah, I wish I had bought more. I only bought 600 shares, so I mean, I'm up over $100 on it, so I'm happy. But I should have bought more.
That's okay.
Because it was already up so much. I'm like, I could just give it all and pull back to 25 cents, just like that. So
it could have.
Yeah.
And SPCB holding. Holding. We're going to get a bounce. What was that noise?
I got an email on my phone.
Oh.
My dental office just put office closed. So
That
I can't
sucks.
go to the dentist. That's alright. I did all my shit a month ago. Yeah, I think INO's done.
I sold my SPCB long. I just don't believe in it. I don't believe it's gonna bounce, man. I just feel like it looks so heavy and it looks like it's just about ready to die and just fade the rest of the day. So I'll just hold my short.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would put in a good bounce. I mean, it still could. Maybe I'm being impatient. You know?
You? Impatient? Nah.
You got to, man. Sometimes you got to take your money while you can. Tops finished the offering. They had... What price did they do the offering at? Do you know, Jamie? You know what price they did the offering at?
I got my stop at Tops at 50 cents, so...
Did Tops just do the offering just now?
They had news come out at 7:45 about it. Something within the second week of April. See, now this is weird. So, we got to do some more research on it because you see offerings and the stock tanks. Well, they put news they're doing an offering, this stock's going up. What's the difference?
Well, let's look at it. It depends. Sometimes they'll put out news that they're gonna do an offering, but sometimes they'll put out news that we just did an offering at this price. And it also is what price that they do the offering at affects how the stock moves, where the stock's at.
61 cents. Keep going, mother.
I'm not saying anything about it. Oh, okay. Expects to include sale of 50% of owned vessel within the second week of April. No. So I don't see any news about an offering on Tops. They have the completion of sale. They're a shipping company. So they sold a bunch of their stuff. Oh, that sucks. AIM is failing. Damn it. Covered my short too early. That's alright.
We're at midday, so everything's kind of...
Everything's like slowing down midday.
Yeah.
So my only two positions right now is I got a short on INO and a short on SPCB.
What's that stupid POI doing?
Oh, AIM just dying. That sucks. I was hoping for a bounce and a squeeze. That sucks. That's alright though. It's not like I'm long though. That'd really suck. I'm glad this Tops is working out for you.
Heck yeah.
And I'm gonna short some more INO somewhere here. Not sure where though. Maybe closer to VWAP. INO. Matt, I don't know if you know anything about VWAP, but VWAP is a volume weighted average price. So it takes the price action, and the volume, and then it gives you an average. And so basically, it gives you like a basic. A lot of times the VWAP will act as support and resistance, and you can see that with we looked at AIM just a few minutes ago, and so now earlier it was acting as support. See, it pulls back to VWAP and it squeezes off, and when it gets away from VWAP and it really goes parabolic and it squeezes, that's when you want to take your profits. You want to take your profits into those squeezes like that. And if it it broke VWAP just now. See how it's not holding? Buyers could step in right here though, because it's still green on the day. The trend is still up. Buyers could still come in and buy it up right here, and then it could still go. But it's like a basic line of support and resistance. And sometimes if stocks are under VWAP the whole day and it's butting up against them. So right now with INO, I'm looking to add to my INO position, my INO short. See how it looks real bearish? I'm looking to add, I would like to get a bounce up here closer to 9. So the whole dollar number 9 will act as some resistance, and then so will VWAP. So I'd love to get an add right up in here. But it doesn't look like it's getting it. So that's why I took like a starter short on it. I didn't take a full position because I wanted to have room to add up here closer to 9. Plus, I want to get closer to my risk, which is going to be high a day, which is the 930s. So, and right now, it doesn't look like it could still though, I don't know. Meanwhile, SPCB is fading more. Maybe I should take some off here in the 130s. SPCB. Yeah, I'll take some profits here in the 130s. All right, I took some off. What do I think about buying tops at 55? I think that I can't chase it, is what I think. Are you still there, Henry?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, that's what if I look at tops right now, it's just, dude, okay, in order for me to buy this now, like we're moving into midday, so the action is going to slow down. We're not going to have as near, like most of your big moves are the first 2 hours and the last 2 hours. Now, that's not always. Sometimes they move in the middle of the day, but for the majority. Now, you know, if it pulls back here to 50s, you know what my suggestion is that I wouldn't be opposed to buying this over 50 if it can hold over 50 the entire day. If it can hold, if here's the entire day. So there's pre-market action, there's post-market action. If it holds over 50 and it kind of consolidates and it holds its gains and it proves that it's going to hold its gains, then maybe I buy it and it forms some support. Once it consolidates, it'll form like a support area. And I like to buy, and I've been trained to buy off of a key support area. So you buy off a key support area, say it chops around over 50 cents, you buy somewhere close to 50, and then hopefully it squeezes up and it goes later today during power hour. But like right now, would I buy on this pullback at 55? Probably not. Just because it's already made a huge move for the morning, and I don't really see it. If I buy this pullback now, I don't really see it breaking out past 62 and just continuing on. Now, I've been wrong about that numerous times when I was like, and I was actually long the stock, and I was like, all right, I'm buying it in hopes that it's gonna consolidate over VWAP and go later that day, and it has gone minutes later. Hell, we've been on a live stream when it's done it.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but for me, I'm just gonna basically put it up on my charts. I'm gonna watch it the rest of the day and see how it holds up. See how it if it can hold its gains. But if it just starts dying, like AIM is doing right now, then I'm not going to be interested in it. I want stocks that are holding their trend. Like INO, we were buying INO on Friday. INO, if you look at INO, let's look at the 5-minute chart. See, look at INO. It spikes up, it pulls back, and then look how it just, even though it spikes, it tries to break out, but it can't, right? But then it pulls back, it bounces off VWAP. See how it just kind of puts in higher lows and just holds the trend all day long? Now, we'll see if Tops can do that. I don't know if it can. I mean, because this company is really fucking bad.
Yeah, I actually put my stop loss in at 50 cents, so.
A lot of times, I like the 5-minute chart too. If you're looking at the whole day, the 5-minute chart will give you a better idea of where support and resistance is at. So, I mean, this thing could pull back even to like the 40s. You know, actually, if it pulled back to the 40s, maybe 48, 49, I would probably buy it. Actually, down here in the like above 45, between 40, 45 and 50. You know, granted it can hold, pulls all the way back, it holds, and then it churns and grinds, perks, and then squeezes later in the day. I know, I didn't get my ad and it's just rolling over now. That sucks. I know. So yeah, I didn't get as much size as I wanted to because I was hoping to bounce higher. But it's okay, I got a little piece. I mean, it's not dead yet, but it's not looking good. I guess I could chase it and add it down here, but I don't like adding into weakness. Tops, look at that pullback right there. Ooh, big pullback on tops. Big yank.
Yep, took me out.
Big yank. If I was going to buy right here, this would be the spot where I'd probably want to buy, right down here in the 40s. You could buy right here and risk VWAP. And this could be a multi-day runner. Second green day. Making me want to buy it now. On this little yank right back here. Then set your risk right at the low of this candle. So there's 50. You could risk 2 cents. In fact, I kind of want to buy it now. You talked me into it. But I'm not taking it at 55, 52. Look, now it's getting bought up. Fuck. Missed it. Missed it. Could have got it right there at 49. So now, if I did get it, I'd be risking the low of this candle. Maybe 45. Depends on how big your position size is. Because if your position size is bigger, you probably want to keep your risk tighter. But you're more likely to get shaken out of the trade. So it all depends on what your risk is and, you know, how much you want to risk on any given trade. And we're down to 130 on SPCB. I think I'm going to cover some more. God, this thing just can't bounce, can it?
No.
Sucks. Alright, cover some more there. And I'll just hold the rest. Oh, tops. Second green day. So it could be it's more likely to have a third green day. Kind of want to buy some. 10 cents off its highs. You're still in it, huh, Henry? You didn't take any profits?
No, I had my stop loss set at 50 cents. I'm out. But I was in at 37 cents, so I made 13 cents a share. So.
Nice.
I almost sold at 60, but it was looking like it was going to keep pushing, so.
Damn it, INO. Oh. Maybe I'll get another bounce in a little while to add into. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for today, right? Unless anybody else has anything they want to say or throw out any tickers or any questions, anything like that.
Good stopping point. Market slowing down and.
I made a few bucks. Decent morning. Better than a real job.
I didn't make more than my real job, so.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Always a good feeling.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch tops. I'm gonna watch tops. I'm also short INO, which is fading. Short SPCB, which I'm kind of sad I covered everything so early, but that's okay because a lot of times you don't know where they're going to bounce at. So you got to take your profits while you have them because they can come back. Look at that, down to 126. Son of a bitch. That's why I was so confident in this short, just because of the long-term chart. Just because the last time it had a fucking spike, it just fucking gave it all up.
And that's why I didn't buy in the pullback like you like. You should be buying here. Like, nope, I'm just going to be content with my shares that I have. Because of the
long-term chart.
Day spikers.
Yeah. It's trying to hold the 120s. Tops bouncing. That would have been a good dip buy right there at 148.
At 48?
Yep. You buy it at 148, 149.
48.
48? Or, yeah, 48, not 148. Are we live streaming tomorrow? Probably not. For sure, we're gonna go again on Friday, and we'll probably sprinkle in, probably maybe Wednesday. I really want to do a power hour session, but the only way I'm gonna do a power hour session is if we actually have something. If we got some stuff that looks like it's got potential.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do a power hour session today because it's way too nice outside. So my ass is gonna be outside walking and like just being outside, maybe fixing stuff around my house or something like that. I don't know. Look at that bounce right there, though. Get in at 48. You could be selling half right now. You could be selling half right now at 54. You make 5 cents. That's 10% right there. 10%. You could take off half right now, and then risk the low of this candle, or VWAP, and then hope that it has a day 3, that it grinds and comes back and it breaks out past 62 and goes to $1 tomorrow. Henry, what the hell is that?
What the heck's what?
Look at that, 55 cents. We could have pulled the trigger right there, man. I was gonna pull the trigger at 48, but by the time I went to get in, it was at 51. It wasn't quick enough. I could have chased it a little bit, though. I should have chased it a little bit. Jesus Christ. SPCB just can't bounce for nothing. Pathetic. And if you were a short bias trader and you could find shares to short on tops, you could short this bounce right here at 57 and then risk the high a day. Look, that's a nice bounce right there.
Yeah, it is.
From 40, you got a 10-cent bounce on a 50-cent stock. That's a nice bounce. You just catch 5 cents of that, you can make some decent money. I mean, if I was gonna buy 3,000 or 4,000 shares right there.
INO took me out at 8:45.
There it goes. More downside with INO. I never got my ad. I should have added, but oh well. I thought I could bounce better. It's fading now. I'll just hold what I got. But E-Trade will not let you short stocks that are under $1. So if you want to short stocks that are under $1, you got to get like Interactive Brokers or Speed Trader or Cobra or Centerpoint Securities. But for those of you who are purely long biased that only go long on stocks, I recommend you get TD Ameritrade. And
Why didn't I just risk VWAP on tops instead of 50 cents? I'm such an idiot.
I was wondering that.
Rookie mistake. Why didn't you say something? You
Well,
should have been like,
I mean, okay, so say you do want to risk 50 cents, you still shouldn't put it in at 50 cents. You should still put it just below 50 cents.
I know, I'm an idiot.
I wish I would have bought it at 51 so I could be selling at 57 right now.
Since I was in at 37 cents, if anything, I should have put like 47 cents. Be like, all right, I make 10 cents a share if it hits it, and I'd still be happy, and I would still be in it. Ugh, that's all right. If I traded everything perfect, I'd be a millionaire.
Actually, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. That's the beauty of trading, is that you definitely don't have to be perfect to make money. I literally fuck up almost every trade I'm in. Almost every one. And you're never going to nail the top and the bottom. So don't beat yourself up too much if you don't. Hell, last week, was it last week that APRN? Or was it 2 weeks ago? God, I fucking murdered APRN, and I traded it so good. It's one of my best trades of the year. And let's pull up APRN. 5 minutes. Okay, so the initial run right here on APRN a couple of weeks ago. So I was buying it on day one when it hit the gap scanner. I was buying it on day one down here in the 270s on APRN. I was buying it in the 270s. My last sell on it was at like 9. At 9. So I basically tripled my money. And I got my last sell at 9, and that's when the biggest move happened. Was on this day. It hit my stop loss by like 2 cents and then took off. But I mean, you don't know. And I still made good money on it, and I still screwed that. Look at I missed out on from $9 all the way to $28. I missed out on like fucking $20 a share. But you don't have to be perfect. I still tripled my money, and then I shorted the backside. So I made great money on that stock. I don't know how much I made on it, but I made a lot on it. I really screwed up the short too. Oh, I fucked up the short worse than the short. I shorted at 22, and it was covering at 18. God, I could have held. I mean, at least to like 15 or 13. Oh man, I really screwed that one up. Because there was no reason. I never had any reason. It never showed any sign of strength. It was just a pure massacre. So whatever, just blood. And INO down to next to red to green. So red to green is on INO is 8:30. So that's APRN. INO. SPEC is back up to 140.
SPCB?
SPEC. I think, did you get the ticker wrong? Oh, SPCB. I mean, yeah, it's back up to 140, but actually, if anything, I need to add to my short there. If it hits that VWAP again, I'm gonna add. I'm gonna fade this one all day. Short. Probably down to 1. So I put in an ad at 140. Thanks for letting me know that. All right, guys. I better go. I gotta take a giant shit, and I'm gonna name it Henry. Just kidding. All right, fellas. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good time. Henry, it was fun hearing Henry so excited.
For a change.
What did he say? What did you say,
For a
Henry?
change.
No, what did you say? It was fun hearing you squeeze. I don't know. Fuck it. What were you saying?
I don't remember. You can play back the live stream and listen. And see how goofy I sound.
He was clapping his hands and going, woo! He was doing the Ric Flair.
It hasn't been a while. It's been a while since I got caught in a halt twice, So.
I got all jazzed up about Ric Flair last night watching the special.
Yeah, I seen your Snapchats.
Yeah, 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo!
Woo!
There you go. There you go. Oh, I got a little ad on INO at 8:56. Probably going to bounce more. Anyways, guys, that's it.